Hello and welcome back to Gimai Seikatsu episode 11 review. The episode starts with the parent-teacher interviews arranged for the same day. After a night shift, Akiko was supposed to sleep until just before the interview time. Taichi was supposed to call her to wake her up, but Ayase decided to come and wake her up out of consideration. She's a considerate child for a mother and a father. That's what I think the scene was about. But I feel a distance between her and Taichi. I don't trust her, and it seems like she senses the risk that he won't able to call or that she won't wake up even if she does. By the way, isn't it tough to get up at 4 p.m. and make it to the 4:20 p.m. interview? Meanwhile, in the school library, Narasaka is trying to interfere with the relationship between Asamura and Ayase that has been slowly building up until now. To be honest, it seems like Narasaka, who knows that they like each other, is trying to add some excitement because he thinks that there will be no progress if things continue like this. Narasaka's plan is to bring a guy closer to Ayase to make Asamura jealous and to make Ayase feel a sense of distance inside her so that she will realize the difference in her feelings for Asamura. That's a bit too much of interference and it's just too condescending, like she knows everything. There were rumors in the first semester, but surely this one is more insensitive. The rumors are rumors that Ayase-san is prostituting herself, right? What will you do if someone asks you what kind of rumors are they? What would you do if Ayase-san says it's a rumor that you are prostituting yourself? If someone talked about something like this in front of your mother, it would hurt her. What's with this teacher? But despite that though, lucky that Saki is an easygoing girl. If for other girls, I wasn't so sure about that. The next day, Yomiri at the reception surprised Ayase-san at her university. Then Professor Eha comes too close to her with a strange distance of invading her personal space, then suddenly calls Ayase to her office. Is she intentionally irritating her? Professor Eha bluntly asks about her romantic feelings for her brother-in-law. Both Yomiri, who talks like this, and the professor, who bluntly tells Ayase-san what she heard from others, are strange people. She teaches ethics but has no sense of ethics. She provokes Ayase-san, who concludes that her feelings for Asamura are a misunderstanding. She calls her a fool. She deliberately plants a bad impression on Ayase and makes her deny it, making her realize her feelings, a technique to induce emotions through conversation. She's good at teaching, but what about herself? Do you have the time to give love advice to others? I want her to be the kind of character who, when someone tells her, thanks to you, my boyfriend is doing well, and then just say, oh, that's good. And then when she gets home, she drinks strong zero and gets drunk and crying, saying, why can't I give advice to others, but I don't have a boyfriend? Fujinami is at cram school on Saturdays. I figured she did come because she found out Asamura's cram school schedule at her part-time job last time, and she did. She's a woman who comes on strong and invites him to lunch, but Asamura starts talking as if he was the one who hit on her. He says he used to hitting on girls, and he's good at talking to guys to make himself popular, or rather, he's good at deception. Fujinami casually makes a promise to meet for lunch the next day. A bird of prey. He never lets his prey escape. If Asamura keeps spacing out like this, I feel like he'll end up being pushed down on the bed before he knows it. Ayase dressed like this after talking with the professor. She takes an aggressive stance, thinking that her brother wouldn't upset. Asamura pretends to be calm even while looking at the provocative outfit. It looks like a quiet battle has begun. They are getting closer to being a normal brother and sister, eh? Is that really so? You just want to believe that? In conclusion, this episode was about the two being overwhelmed by the pressure of the pushy girls, but I have a feeling that the pushy sisters will cause a big change in their frustrating relationship. This episode was about brother and sister, and the next and final episode is deeper being that. So I wonder if it will be about the two losing their status as brother and sister. Will they reach some kind of conclusion to the relationship? I'm looking forward to it. Overall, episode 11 was an episode full of connections from one to the other. It showcases the characters' emotional growth and the complexities of their relationships. While the episode may be heartbreaking for viewers who have invested in Yuta's and Saki connection, it's a necessary step in the story. The episode conclusion leaves the audience eagerly anticipating the final developments and the potential future of the relationship. I would be happy if you did let me know what you thought of it in comments below if you have seen the 11th episode. See you in the next video. Until then, this is Takeshi. Goodbye.